Welcome to Language Swap, everyone, a fun way to learn English. We are so excited to have you join us today.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sally, and today we are tackling one of the most common and most feared questions in the English language.
Tell me about yourself.
4 words. Unlimited panic.
Whether it's a job interview, a first date, meeting new coworkers, or just a casual introduction, tell me about yourself comes up everywhere, and most people, even native speakers, freeze a little.
Because it's so open. It's everything. Where do you even start?
Today, we're going to give you the vocabulary and the structure to answer this question naturally and confidently, in real English, not rehearsed robot English.
Let's go. Okay, let's start with where you're from and your background, because that's usually where people begin.
I'm originally from. This is the natural way to say where you were born or grew up. Not I am from. I'm originally from. I'm originally from United States. I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been living in the US for 5 years.
Originally does a lot of work in that sentence. It tells people there's movement in your story, that you're not still in the place you started. It invites curiosity.
I grew up in where you spent your childhood. I grew up in a small town in Mexico. Different from where you're from. Some people are born in one city and grew up in another.
I was raised in more formal version of I grew up in. I was raised in a bilingual household. Both work. Grew up is more casual. Was raised can include more context.
I've been living in, or I'm currently based in, for where you are now. I've been living in California for 3 years. I'm currently based in Miami. Based in sounds professional, good for work contexts.
So your opening might sound like, I'm originally from Venezuela. I grew up there, but I've been living in the US for the past few years. Clean, natural, complete.
That's a real sentence, a real person sentence. Not I am Italy and I live in the United States. That works, but it's very flat, very textbook.
The difference is detail and flow. Real English has flow.
Now, how to describe what you do professionally?
I work in general field. I work in tech. I work in education. I work in construction. Great opener because it's broad and invites the next question.
Your specific job title. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm a project manager. I'm a teacher. Simple, direct, useful.
I have a background in. This is slightly different. It means your training, education, or experience. You might say, I have a background in engineering, but I currently work in sales. It shows a path, a journey.
Very useful phrase for people changing careers or coming from a different field. I have a background in architecture, but I'm transitioning into product design. Immediately tells a story.
I specialize in what you're particularly good at or focused on within your field. I specialize in robotics. She specializes in tax law. More specific than just what you do.
And for people who do multiple things, on the side, I'm a teacher, but on the side I run a podcast. On the side I do freelance design. On the side signals something extra, something personal.
This podcast is very much on the side for both of us, and I love it.
It is, and we are very specialized in it.
Exaggeration count 1. Now personality and interests, because tell me about yourself is not just about work.
I describe myself as, this is a very natural way to introduce your personality. I describe myself as someone who loves challenges. I describe myself as pretty easygoing. It sounds thoughtful, not arrogant.
Notice I'd the contraction of I would. That softening makes it sound natural and humble rather than declarative.
I'm passionate for things you deeply care about. I'm passionate about languages. I'm passionate about sustainable design. more emotional weight than I like or I enjoy.
I enjoy and I like are fine for casual conversation. I'm passionate about is for things that truly drive you. Use it when you mean it. Don't overuse it.
Outside of work, this phrase shifts the conversation from professional to personal. Outside of work, I love hiking. Outside of work, I'm really into cooking. It tells a fuller story of who you are.
Also, in my free time, very similar. In my free time, I play guitar. In my free time, I volunteer at a local school. Shows depth beyond the job title.
And one of my favorites, I'm the kind of person who, this phrase lets you describe behavior instead of just traits. I'm the kind of person who loves meeting new people. I'm the kind of person who needs a list for everything.
That last one is me. I am absolutely the kind of person who needs a list for everything.
And I'm the kind of person who loses the list.
Perfect team, exaggeration count. 2.
Now, how to talk about your path, your journey, because the best tell me about yourself answers have a story.
I started out as where your career or journey began. I started out as a teacher and moved into curriculum design. I started out in finance but found my way to engineering.
Found my way to very natural expression for arriving at your current situation through a non-direct path. I found my way to this field kind of by accident.
Kind of by accident is a great conversational touch. It's honest and it's interesting. People want to hear that story.
One thing led to another. This phrase means a series of events naturally brought you to where you are without a rigid plan. I started volunteering. One thing led to another, and now it's my career.
Very casual, very human. Shows that life isn't always perfectly planned.
I've always been drawn to, for things you've had a long-term interest in. I've always been drawn to creative problem solving. I've always been drawn to languages more elegant than I always liked.
And to wrap up the story, which is how I ended up here or which is what brought me here. Perfect closing for your narrative. I tried a few different things, found what I love, which is how I ended up here.
Gives the whole answer a satisfying ending, like a story that closes well.
Final block, how to keep it conversational. Because a tell me about yourself answer should feel like a conversation, not a presentation.
Keep sentences short. Pause. Let the other person react. Don't try to say everything at once.
Use phrases like, and then after that, at some point, to move your story forward naturally. These are connectors that sound spoken, not written.
Something I don't always mention, but this is a great phrase for adding a surprising or personal detail. Something I don't always mention, but I actually co-authored a research paper on robotics. It sounds natural and makes people lean in.
That is oddly specific. Did you just describe yourself?
I described a hypothetical person, a very cool hypothetical person.
Sure. And always end with something that invites them. That's the short version, happy to go deeper on any of it. Or, what about you? Conversation is a two-way thing.
What about you is maybe the most important phrase in any conversation. It shows interest. It keeps things going. It's generous.
Exaggeration count. 3. Not for the phrase, but for the confidence with which you said it.
Fair. Recap. Background. I'm originally from, I grew up in, I've been living in, I'm currently based in.
Professional. I work in, I have a background in, I specialize in on the side.
Personality. I describe myself as, I'm passionate about outside of work. I'm the kind of person who.
Your story. I started out as found my way to one thing led to another. I've always been drawn to, which is how I ended up here.
Conversational finishers, something I don't always mention, but that's the short version. What about you?
Your challenge. Write your own tell me about yourself answer using today's vocabulary. Read it out loud. Time yourself. Aim for 60 to 90 seconds.
60 to 90 seconds is the sweet spot. Long enough to say something real, short enough to keep their attention.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Tell us about yourselves. We genuinely want to know. See you next time.